Hello and welcome to Crafting Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler and I'm currently live on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're watching live or on the replay. If you're watching the replay, there'll probably be 20 minutes or so of chatting and then I will get crafting. So if you are here and watching live, can you let me know? Can you do me a quick sound and light check? I'm just going to pop over to Facebook and check that I am live where I should be. Always good to check. Yay, hurrah. So that is good. And it is showing me that I'm live. Let's double check on YouTube. It's oh dear, YouTube is not playing ball today. Yeah, okay. Yay. Carrie is here. Hello, Carrie. Thank you for joining us. And Margaret is here. North Carolina is in the house. And I can tell that my Wi-Fi's just dropped out. Hooray. It will bounce back. So because there's always a delay, I'll probably go fuzzy in a minute and then it will come back. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I don't have a house full today, but just me and Brian in the house. And I did notice as I went past his office, he was in a meeting. So so there are strains on the Wi-Fi today. So Ali is here and Therese is here. France is in the house. Oz is in the house. Donna is here, and so is Suffolk. Hi, Anne. So, how are we all doing? My sign isn't on, Peggy. Thanks. Look. Hooray! Thanks, Peggy. I love my sign. I actually bought these signs for my team members who were Silver Elite and above. And I got them all their business names on it. This is like etched perspex. And there's a light in the wooden bit at the bottom. There's a light. And it, as you could see, I just flicked different colors. I like the turquoise, obviously. And that is like number 5 on it. You can get it to kind of scroll through as well. But apparently it's a gaming thing. Apparently people who do YouTube gaming videos have them, but I just thought it was really cool. Hi, Lorraine. Lovely to see you. And Charm is here as well. Awesome. Okay, so how are we doing? Week before Christmas, just in case you hadn't noticed. Oh dear, how are we feeling? Yeah, we're doing okay. Obviously, I had my crazy week last week because I was up in Sheffield, and then we had Kim and Dom here. So yeah, so it's kind of been busy. On the agenda over the next few evenings is to do the wrapping. So I need to do that and get some food in, and then we're all good. It's all good. What else? What do I have to tell you? And saying I'm frozen. Anyone else? Anyone else thinking I'm frozen? The Wi-Fi looks fine, so I shouldn't be, Anne. Try refreshing. Okay, so the people that are saying I'm okay are on YouTube. Donna, you're on Facebook, love. could you just put a message in for Anne? Donna, you read my mind. Thank you. Hi, Elizabeth. Anne said I'm defrosted. Yeah, that's a thing. For those of you that have a frozen turkey, take it out with plenty of time. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so as you know, food is one of my it's one of my major loves. So what I want to know is, what foods do you associate with the festive season? What things do you buy wherever you are in the world? What things do you buy that you wouldn't buy any other time of year? Okay. So, so this one made Dom laugh at the weekend. Pringles. Okay. Now, Pringles are not by any stretch a posh crisp, but I only ever buy them at Christmas. And Kim said something about, Christmas food, and she said Pringles. And Dom looked at us as though we've gone crazy because, people eat Pringles all the time. I don't. I only buy them at Christmas. What else do I only buy at Christmas? I only buy chestnuts. Kind of, they're only available then anyway. But they were my dad's favorite. You couldn't buy a bag of, you would have to fight my dad for the chestnuts. So I only buy chestnuts at Christmas. And I don't know any other time of year when we have a tin of chocolates on the side and think it's normal. It's normal to wander past before breakfast and eat 3 Quality Street or Roses or Celebrations or whatever you prefer. I mean, what is that? It's just like, this is an excuse just to eat chocolate. So I want to know all of the things that you buy at this time of year that you would never normally buy. And I'm sure some of you have some really, really interesting things. Okay, hello, Elizabeth. Ali's put me on the big screen. Ali, we've talked about this. You do not need a bigger than life-size Amanda in your life, not really. Oh dear. Oh, Sean has beef Wellington for Christmas. Yeah, we've moved to having beef now at Christmas. We always used to have turkey, but we have beef now. But not in a Wellington, just as it comes. Leg of ham, says Donna. Oh, Peggy's saying the ingredients to make wassail. So I lived in Somerset for a long time when Brian and I were first married. And wassail, I believe, is a spiced cider or spiced apple juice. Is that right, Peggy? Can you tell us what's in it? And any of my West Country people, can anyone tell us? Because you go wassailing, don't you? You sing to the... Wassailing is singing to the orchard, I think. Maybe I've got my myths and legends wrong. Somebody will be able to tell me. Pringles. Oh, new and saying ditto for Pringles. You've reminded me. Yeah, you see, it's important. Newberry fruits. Now, those are really posh fruit jellies, and they're delicious. I don't normally buy them, but I do love them. What I really like are, and I don't know what the name is, Beeches. BEECHES, I think. Beeches fondants. And they come in a tiny box and they're like crazily priced. Just don't even look at the price. But they do like really old-fashioned flavors. So they do rose and violet, but they also do the citrusy flavors, which I love, the like lime and lemon and raspberry. But they're dark chocolate, which is kind of my favorite, and they're like a fondant inside. But top tip, I was in Lidl at the weekend, and Lidl do some fondants. They're not as good as Beeches. Let's just put it out there. But about a 90% kind of okay swap. And they were like, I don't know, an eighth of the price. So give them a go. Ali's saying marzipan. Yeah, I haven't even started. I haven't iced the cake yet. I need to get on with that. Elizabeth's saying a net of nuts that you can't open half of. You need a hammer. Yeah, we've got like a reindeer nutcracker that's purely decorative. It does not work. It's never ever cracked a nut in its entire life. We put it out every Christmas and it doesn't do anything. No. So welcome back, Scylla, because she's been busy invigilating. She's just said that Waitrose had lots of hot cross buns, but she didn't see any chocolate Easter eggs. What is going on? Oh, Janet, Lebkuchen, German gingerbread. Yes. So sounds like I've got a bit of a Lidl fest going on, but again, Lidl do really good German gingerbread. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, so Peggy's saying the wassail is spiced apple juice and pineapple. Interesting. No alcohol, but some people do put alcohol in it. Lorraine is saying roses and violet creams. Yes, so this is another thing. I like weird flavors. Parma violets. They are amazing. Love them. Oh, Janet has orange and lemon slices. So they look like candied slices of orange and lemon, but I think they're fruit jellies, aren't they? Ali gets fruit jellies for her mum. Elizabeth has marzipan fruits. And Ali said she only prize mince pies at Christmas time. Yes. Love mince pies. Although they've started doing kind of weird flavors of mince pies. Why would you want a weird flavor? Why would you want a chocolate mince pie? I don't get it. I don't get why you would have chocolate mince pies. Yeah, that's just weird to me. So what else? I bought a gammon today because normally we buy ham already cooked, but I bought at Christmas time. We always cook our own ham, so, so that we can have it in huge wedge, thick slices with bubble and squeak on Boxing Day. Bubble and squeak is one of my favorite things about Christmas food, actually. But it's not something that we only have at Christmas because I have it lovely. Yeah. Yeah. Chocolate mince pies are nasty. Yeah. Janet, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Oh, okay. So keep those coming. Let me know all the things that you have Christmas time. Oh, I tell you what I did buy today. If you are an 80s child like me, or I say that like I was born in the 80s. Obviously, I wasn't. I was born in 68. But I'm an 80s child in the sense of I was a teenager in the 80s. And ice cream was always a treat. And we used to have Arctic roll. Who remembers Arctic roll? It was like a log of vanilla ice cream with like a Swiss roll or a sponge around the outside. That was a real treat. But one of the biggest treats was Viennetta. Now, as my tastes have, developed over the years, I'm really only like really, really good ice cream with lots of dairy in it, lots of cream. But a Viennetta is still at like a pound you can buy them for. It's still a real treat. And they've bought a new one out for Christmas, which is salted caramel. So it's like yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm just saying, and I love that, and I love that. But salted caramel is really good. Normally, I buy the mint Viennetta. Last year, there was a birthday Viennetta, which had like sugar sprinkles on it. I mean, there's no nutritional value in a Viennetta. There's not. It's just like air and poof. It's just and E numbers. I'm sure there's, definitely no nutritional value in it. But it's really cool. So for my international friends, just Google it. It's like an ice cream bar that has like ripples of ice cream, but it has really, really thin layers of chocolate that like crack as you kind of cut through them. It looks amazing. So, so we've got salted caramel Viennetta. I'm not sure it'll make it till Christmas. I may have to buy another one and just, do a bit of a taste test before. Yeah, what do we think? Oh dear, Lorraine's just cooked her gammon. Awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Christmas Eve. 23rd, I think I'm going to do mine. Elizabeth still loves a Viennetta. Anne loves an Arctic roll. Donna, pavlova or Christmas pudding with custard. Yeah, so we'll have Christmas pudding on Christmas Day. Viennetta will probably just be for a snack. No, it'll be for pudding at tea time. Oh, Donna's saying she hasn't seen a Viennetta here in Oz for years. Yeah, they're still about. So here currently in the UK, we can get the vanilla one, which is the standard one, the mint one, which, like I said, generally is my favorite, and obviously this new one, which is salted caramel. So you need to check it out. Okay, shall we stop talking about food? I'm hungry now. I've got a few things to talk to you about. Firstly, there is not going to be a craft and chat next week because it's Christmas Eve. And I kind of figured that you'll either be busy or hanging out with your family and friends and loved ones. So no craft and chat next week, but I am going to make sure I'm ready for craft and chat on New Year's Eve. So that is the 31st. So that's 2 weeks today. And I'm going to show you lots and lots and lots, because my orders arrived, of the new stuff. So I just thought we could have a chat about our festive season, but also look at some new stuff. Plus, I actually have a new stamp set to show you today because I'm so excited about it. I couldn't wait. So I needed to show it to you today. So in the world of Stampin' Up, if you place orders now, there sadly is no guarantee that they will get to you before Christmas. But you know, they can be an after Christmas gift. That will be fine. There is still obviously all the discounts and the clearance rack products, or the, what we're calling it now. It's got a new name. The last chance products. Stampin' Up give things new names and I forget. Yeah, so the last chance products. So that's really cool. So you can still get those. And that section, as I've said a few times, that section is going to stay permanently. So if ever you're kind of looking for a bargain, that's where you'll find it. And then this is what's coming. Da, da, da. So if you are on my mailing list, the celebration catalogue and the mini catalogue will be coming in the post to you in between Christmas and New Year. It depends on the post. Sometimes it gets to you just before the New Year and sometimes it gets to you just after. But either way, the catalogue doesn't go live until the 7th of January. So you've got loads of time, even if it gets delayed with the Christmas post. So we have a celebration. I can't show you the inside. We're not allowed to. I can only show you the front. Celebration, 7th of January to the 28th of February. I can show you the front of this, and actually there's a sneak peek on it, obviously, because there's product on it. So let's see, can you see that lovely tag for banners and the Make-A-Wish and the lovely ginghamy papers? Really cool. Lots and lots of lovely products in here. We are, for those of you that are doing craft along in January, we are going to be using products from, it's called Floral Delight, and it's all really zingy yellows and spring colors, and yeah, it's really pretty. So I'm really excited about that because, you know, sometimes January can be a bit dull and gloomy or a bit chilly, so we will definitely need some spring in our step. So that's January. For those of you that are doing the December craft along on demand, the email went out this morning, and the kits should have arrived last week. So if you don't have your kit or you don't have your email, and you should have, please let me know. That would be good. So I have two other things to show you. I had two cards come this week. Well, actually, card and a gift. And Elizabeth is here actually today. So I haven't opened the gift because I'm good. If I don't know, if it had been 10 years ago, I probably would have opened it. But now I just like just to savor the anticipation of opening a new a gift. Now, look, I want to show you this. Look at this cool envelope. And Elizabeth's actually, he embossed that. That's so cool. And this is a reminder. Use your patterned paper to make envelopes. It's really cool because look how beautiful that is on the inside. So Elizabeth said that I can share this card. There was the card is based on an original design by Iced Images, and she took the measurements for this card from Karen's cards. But look at this. How cool is this? So if I tip it, it's a hexagon with beautiful paper. This piece here, this piece here is acetate. Can you see? That is just so cool. Thank you. Going on my mantelpiece. Well, I don't have a mantelpiece. It's going on my window ledge, which is kind of where all of my very special cards go. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. And also thank you to Jackie. Now, Jackie has, look, she's put a little wax seal on. I'm really loving that. I'm thinking that I'm if Santa brings me any pennies, I might be going and buying myself some wax seal stuff because that's really cool. I love this. Look at this. Isn't that cool? It's all stamped, all one layer, but with some softening around the edges as well. And Jackie's got her own little personalized stamp, Christmas personalized stamp. Thank you very much. That's going on my special shelf as well. So, okay. So we'll pop those to one side. Right. So I am going to get this camera turned around. Let me move that. Da-da-da. Switch the camera. Look at all the nonsense. Oh, look. I've got some posh grid paper, which I will probably need later. So I'm just going to get a sheet out. Okay. And let me show you this. So here we go. Brand new stamp set coming in January. Now this is part of the online exclusives. So there are 4 things launching on the 7th of January, which is kind of crazy. So we've got a mini catalogue. We've got celebration. These are free gifts with an order. So if you place a £55 order, you can pick something from here. And there's an extra special an extra special offer for joining my team. So seriously, if you've got £100, it's actually 99, but if you've got £100 and you're going to be spending it on Stampin' Up stuff, you need to wait until January, because you will get way more bang for your buck in January and ongoing discounts, and to be part of the amazing community. So there's this and there's this. There is also some online exclusives, which are products that don't show in a catalogue. This is one of them. I'm going to talk about this in a second. And then there is a scrapbooking brochure. Now, I will see that scrapbooking brochure tonight. And I'm really excited because I think I know what's in it. And if I'm right, there might be a very excited email coming out tomorrow. And to be honest, even if I'm not completely right, there'll still probably be an excited email coming out tomorrow about scrapbooking. So we'll talk tomorrow. And if you are not on my email list, pop over to my blog, which is www.inspiringinking.com, and sign up for my mailing list. It does not matter where you are in the world. You are welcome to join my list. So, yeah, do that. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, most of the time, you will see the cards that I make are quite clean cards. I don't, although sometimes I put lots of layers on, quite often I am much more of a clean crafter with layers and so on. But in my heart of hearts, I love grungy, vintagey projects. That's one of the things I personally love to do a lot of. And because I only work with Stampin' Up products, if we haven't got anything that I can use to do that, obviously I don't. But we now have. So this better stay in the catalogue or stay on the online store for a long time, as otherwise I shall be crotchety. So this is called Elements of Text, and it is poems. So these are script vintage poems that are distressed. So they specifically are, you can see, look, you've got lighter areas and darker areas. So you've got a circle, and then you've got a small section, which is actually like typewritten. And then these two are more like a handwriting thing. And then you've got splats, and splats are really, really, really good. So these images on the front here are at 90%. So you can see that's actually the size of the circle, and it's pretty much covers your card front. They're red rubber as well, which is really exciting because there are some techniques that I'm going to be showing you over the coming months that we can use these on. So very excited. What I would say is, whenever you've got a text stamp, make sure you know which way is the top, because you can kind of pick it up and not always on first glance notice which way the text is, but on a card you will notice if it's upside down. So it's very cool. So I'm using this one, and I'm using Sketched Butterflies, which is, as you know, one of my favorite sets. That's going there. I want those. Let's see. So put my little sample there so I can see what I'm doing. So I have got an early espresso card blank, a crumb cake layer, a very vanilla layer, and then very vanilla layer for the inside. I have got crumb cake and early espresso ink, blends, pool party, and soft sea foam. And another new thing. So if you're doing the January craft along, you will be getting some of these in your kit. Look at these beauties. So these are, they're so small. These are, let's see, is the camera gonna actually, I don't think the camera is actually clever enough. Hang on. If I do that, let's see if it focuses on the, no. I don't know. I don't think you can see it. They are officially tiny bees. But I'm kind of disputing that. I mean, they are, because you've got the wings at the top and then you've got the little legs at the bottom. But actually, from a distance, they could also be little tiny butterflies. But they are amazing. So they're lovely. Okay. So I'm going to get my grid paper out because we're going to go off the edges. Da, da, da. Just pop that down. Okay, so with this, it's going to be a completely flat card. I'm just going to stamp on the inside. So I'm going to stamp off. And stamp a little bit there, and I've realised I didn't get a little butterfly. Let's just put that on that. There we go. And I'm just going to give this a little bit of colour. So normally when I use my blends, pulling the blends apart now. Hang on. Usually when I'm using blends, I use the Memento black ink, but you can use the blends over the standard Stampin' Up water-based inks as well. You just can't mix alcohol inks with StazOn. So there we go. Oh, look, there's a little bit for the inside. Now let's just stamp this. Now this is a big stamp, so I'm taking my ink pad to the stamp. I'm stamping it off and then stamping it down. So you can see how lovely that is. It's just it just adds a textural element to it, which is cool. So I'm just going to pop my sentiment down so that I can kind of build around it. So I've got the sentiment. Then we're going to put the beautiful butterfly over the top. And then we're going to have fun with the splats. Now I'm going to stamp off and then a couple of times to give like a little bit of texture. A little bit of texture, that's the wrong word, a bit of depth of color. So the Stampin' Up inks, because there's so much pigment in them, you can stamp them multiple times and get different shades. So I've got the early espresso here as well. Which just adds depth. So this gives you the illusion of a splattered card with no water, no risk of anything actually lifting or peeling or doing any of those things. So I'm going to now colour this in. Now, of course, there are dies, or you could fussy cut and put a butterfly. You could kind of 3D the butterfly. That would work really well. But I just wanted just to do for the two cards I'm making for you today, I just wanted something that was flat. So that the dimension actually comes from the stamping rather than you know, adding in different layers. There we go. So I've just used really pale colors there in order to kind of go with the whole tone. Let me just show you. So it's going to pull, the crumb cake will pull the crumb cake layer there, and then it will pull up with the early espresso layer. But what I am going to do first is get stressed because my scissors aren't here. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, I'm going to have to use my big scissors, which could be entertaining. Okay, I don't recommend you do this with big scissors. I recommend you do this with little scissors. But let's see how we go. So I'm going to distress the edges. Obviously, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But this is how I do it. And like I said, I normally do it with small scissors. But take the blade and I'll rub it. Let me just, if I move that out of the way, you'll probably be able to see a bit better. And what I'm doing is rubbing it over the edge. And it will do this. It will tear. And that's okay. That's what we're going for. Now, the reason I wouldn't normally do this with big scissors is because it's going to tear it a lot. But also because I'm not very good with sharp things. I am very clumsy and I often end up cutting myself. So this is a bit like playing with fire here. Oh, look, it's such a cool effect. So who's team straight edge and who's team distress? Because I know some people will be having their head in their hands going, Amanda, no, why did you do that to that lovely card? Look, you make fluff, paper fluff. There we go. I love it. Elizabeth saying team straight edges. Yeah. Look. I love it. Oh, straight's winning. It's all right. The next card that I'm doing hasn't got a distressed edge, so you're okay. So don't worry too much. All right, so let's find my glue dots. So I'm going to use my take your pick tool to grab the little bees. Now the bee is actually smaller than the glue dot. So what you need to do is roll up your glue dot, which has the bonus of actually making it more 3D. Let's pick up another one. One there. Let's go one more. This putty on the end of the take your pick tool is really cool. It lasts for ages, but you can actually buy replacement ones as well. That's really cool. Now stay. Oh, that glue dot did not want to do what I wanted it to do, so I'm just going to roll that one up. There we go. There. Oh, okay. So there we have our completed card. So Elizabeth saying straight. Donna doesn't mind distressed. Janet likes straight. Anne likes both depending on her mood. Elizabeth saying distressed is good as long as it's not the result of a trimmer malfunction. Absolutely. We hate that, don't we? And Therese loves it too. Awesome. Okay, so let me just pop that to one side. I've got to clean all my stamps because I'm going to use them in a second. Not that one. Ooh, not that one actually either. So pop those down. So although I have kind of stopped making Christmas cards now because my brain is fully into spring now. I did think I would make a Christmas card for you now as well. So let me just put those out of the way, put the bees out of the way. Put that one down here. And then I'll show you the two of them together in a minute. There will be no surprise as to what colour this card's going to be. Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon. I'm also actually using Pool Party. So they're the 3 inks that I'm using. I want that. Is that for that layer? Yes. I'll mark on it. Let me move that away. Okay. So this time, instead of instead of the bees, for this one, I am using, let me check which one it is. It's the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. Now, there are 2 lots of Tinsel Gems. There's a 4-pack and a 3-pack. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Tinsel Gems, where are they? Oh, 115. Right, so this one is the 4-pack, which has got a yellow, a pink, a blue, and a green. But this is the one that I use. This is the 3-pack, and this is the one I use all the time. So the colours to me are kind of Misty Moonlight, Fresh Freesia, and Pool Party. I don't know whether those aren't actually the colours, but they're kind of the colours that I think they are. Okay, so this time I'm using the kind of squiggly. And again, I'm stamping it off and then stamping it down. Can you see that? Just a little bit of texture there. And then again in that bottom corner for the inside. So where are my snowflake? Oh, so my box is gonna roll over. It's got all the things in it. So I'm using, this is the Sparkling Snowflake. So this is in the annual catalogue. So I know it's still available. Because this time of year when stuff is going, it's a bit tricky. I've had a few people message me who've been really sad because stuff's gone before they got a chance to order it. Okay, so I've got the text, and I am going to stamp a snowflake top and bottom. I'm using one of the sentiments, which is make the season sparkle. And I'm just going to stamp it right over the top of that text. And that's one of the reasons that I love this type of stamp, because it's a poem. The words underneath it aren't that important. It's purely that it is a decorative background. And then we are going to go full on splat. And let's do those as well. And maybe let me just clean that. Let's do a bit more. Oh, Lost Lagoon, I think. Yeah. So you've got all kinds of shades of a blue going on there. And then we are going to add, come on. Oh, after saying that, I wonder if I'm actually getting to the end of my putty. These tinsel gems are fab, but oh, come on. All right, so that just needs to move from there. When I'm putting gems down, what I try and do is make sure that they're not kind of in a line. Let me just see if I can lift that one up. So we've got gems on there as well. And let me just close that up. Yep. Look on my fingers. Put that on the inside. And you will always see me put an insert in the cards, and it will always be a card insert. There are a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, it's actually quite hard to write on a dark colored background, so it's better that you have an insert. It also gives me an extra surface to decorate, which always makes me happy. But perhaps more importantly, it actually gives a bit more stability to the card. So it means, like on the front of the card here, I've got 2 layers of cardstock. So by putting a layer here, it's going to it's going to be more stable. It's going to be less likely to tip. So multiple reasons, but practical and decorative. So that is cool. So there you go. Let's just move all of the stuff out of the way. So let me just show you this one. So we've got splats and snowflakes and vintage butterfly as well. Oh, thank you so much. Lots of lovely comments. Thank you. I'm just going to have another slurp of my coffee, which is actually cold now. But that's fine. Oh, thank you. So I will wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Christmas, or Happy Holidays, and I hope you have a lovely festive season. And I will be back before the new year, so that is that's exciting. So I'll be back on New Year's Eve, 2 o'clock as always, and I will have lots and lots of new products to share with you. So lots of sneak peeks of things coming in January. So don't miss it. Have a great time, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Goodbye.